Set number 2 is on Metalopolis as we take a look at the 3 o'clock base here of Legalmind. And there he is, the Red Protoss. Over at 6 o'clock is our Zerg player, Leenock.
So this is actually the shortest distance for the Protoss to go to if Zerg want to fast expand, and the Zerg will most likely scout him too late. So this is actually good for the Protoss still in the early game phases and in the mid game phases, because the Zerg will have a harder time securing this third. I mean, normally you want to secure your third next to your natural, but that would be just bring you closer to the Protoss, right? So he needs to go all the way to the other side on the map.
And this probe is going to scout out 6 o'clock first, and that's exactly where he finds Legalmind.
This is exactly what happened on last tempo as well, so it doesn't really mean that the Zerg is behind. I mean, he can do the same thing that I said he was going to do the last game, while he was just making a little bit more Zerglings and do a faster third.
Oh, look at this!
Nice.
Leenock doing the best he can to prevent the gateway from finding a spot, slowing down Legalmind just probably maybe 2 or 3 seconds, but you never know if that might make a difference or not.
Yeah, actually it can in a game like this where he's trying to do a fast expansion like he's doing right now, and your gateway is 5 seconds too late. That means that your sealot is going to be 5 seconds later, and most likely the Zerglings will be out in time then.
It's a game of seconds. When you add them all up through a course of time, it can add up to 30 seconds, maybe a minute, which might be the timing you need to take over your opponent. This expansion here, is that at the perfect spot? It seems a little bit off.
No, it is at the perfect spot.
Okay, Cybernetics Core being brought in by Legalmind. And the probe gets up the rampway. He's going to have a peek as to, is there a spawning pool? There it is.
I suspect with the positions right now that I think Legalmind can actually try to do a 4-gate push into either all-in or into an expansion safely now because of the short distance, and he knows that the Zerg is doing a fast expansion.
Drone takes a couple of hits from the Zealot. Still alive. Both drones retreat back. Zealot guarding, making sure that Leenock does not get up there to gain any sort of information whatsoever. And indeed, it will be a 4 gateway. Good call.
Thank you.
And a Stalker on the way. 4 gateway push. What's the unit combination that would be most ideal?
First you get your Stalkers out, and then when you reinforce, you often get the Zealots to tank for the Zerglings, because when they see a Stalker heavy army, they immediately think, okay, a lot of Spearlings to surround, and then you get a couple of Sentries and mass Zealots, and that is a very cost-effective army against mass Zerglings.
We'll see if that he goes, if that's what he goes to. Spinecrawler up for Leenock. There's our first Stalker there to chase away the Zergling. More Stalkers. And on the way early. Spinecrawler, just one. One Spinecrawler, 4 Zerglings. Zergling trying to get through. Zergling gets into the main. 4 Zerglings into the main here, trying to do some harassment here on the probes. Meanwhile, Stalkers here. Drones have to come out to help protect. Queen there, aided by some Zerglings, but they lose the Spinecrawler. And here come the Zerglings, doing the best to fight off these Stalkers. And are they gonna get them?
I don't understand what the Protoss guy did there. I mean, spawning in 3 Zealots to deal with 4 Zerglings. And having 3 probes idle in the base, he seems a little bit off.
Queen and a pack of Zerglings against 2 Stalkers and about 5 Zealots. The Stalkers go down. Sentry there to help out now.
And yeah, he didn't add Sentry in the army. Too late.
Zerglings, the lone units. 1 Spine Crawler added now. And more Zealots coming to help out. Zerglings should be enough there, along with the Spine Crawler, and that attack is thwarted. And the Zealots keep on coming one at a time.
This is pretty much
and that's not going to do it, so GG. And an easy win this time around for Leenock as he advances to the round of 32. The timing for Gateway attempt by Legalmind, maybe a little premature was the attack, and he finds himself out. That's the first time tonight that we've seen a 2 straight victory. We've seen the 3rd deciding game for each of the previous 3, but this game a little bit disappointing, I think, from a Protoss perspective. Clearly, you presented that during the game.
Second game, I mean, he did expect it. He did expect the thing. I knew he was going to do it because the distance was so short, and him securing expansion was going to be very risky, so he's going to do a 4-gate pressure, maybe all in.
What was the problem with it?
The problem was not the timing, it was execution. I mean, he should leave 1 Zealot behind, just 1, to block the choke. That's easy, it's 100 minerals, doesn't cost you anything. That way you can avoid certain run by. And the fact that he overreacted and walked in 3 Zealots made his 4-6 Stalkers very vulnerable for the Zerglings around, and so that cost him the game.
Well, it was 2-0 in the end there, as an easy win for Leenock. Certainly looked very happy. You know, I like seeing players certainly with that smile at the end of the game. We talked about that earlier. Sometimes, we don't see enough emotion out of these players, but I think maybe with these younger kids coming up in a new game, StarCraft II, hopefully we'll see a little more emotion from these players. And the good news is we're going to have a chance to talk with Leenock in a moment, and that interview is standing by right after this.